Recently, in our local newspapers, there's been a lot of stories about fires starting. A lot of homes have burned. It's really a terrible thing, and it can be avoided. I'm with Jon Mackay from Clear Choice Inspection Services, and today we're talking about, Jon is going to give us an example of how fires start, really, and how it happens. Can you
That's right, yeah.
tell us how this all works?
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm trying to show today, John, is what the importance of understanding what you should and shouldn't plug into your house, and how to really stay away from overloading your electrical circuits. When it's really cold outside, people want to stay warm, and if they don't have the right kind of heating system, maybe they want to use a space heater. They'll plug it in, not thinking about the ramifications of what might happen at the electrical side.
So this will explain why it heats up wires or what actually occurs.
That's right.
So show us how this
It
works.
often starts right back at the electrical panel. I've set this up as a demo, and currently we have the right-sized fuse to protect the electrical outlets.
Okay, so you have this set up here, so there's an extension cord that is hooked up to a coffee maker, what is this, like
That's
a little
toaster oven,
and a teapot back
Right.
here. So here's a teapot. So they're
Yep.
all plugged in into one little spot here, and so it's a big draw off of that fuse.
That's right. So what I'll do is I'll just turn this on to activate the power in the outlet. I'm trying to simulate a space heater sort of scenario, and these aren't even as powerful as a space heater would be. And what's going to happen is the wire is actually going to start to heat up.
So you'll blow a fuse.
Exactly. So we're just going to be waiting here until this.
Well, it's a half-hour show. We don't have to worry about too much.
No.
Oh, there it goes. It just went.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
The fuse said, no, we're not going to let that much power go off because it's a fire hazard. Now, John, what I've done is I've replaced the 15 amp fuse and put in a bigger fuse. Maybe I'm a homeowner who doesn't want the inconvenience of the fuses blowing. Well, as soon as I change that fuse to a different size fuse, I'm doing a bad thing, okay? The wire is only rated for 15 amps. Now I'm putting in the 20 amp fuse.
Which wire is only rated?
This wire would,
Okay.
I mean, if there's a 15 amp fuse in your house, chances are the wire is going to be rated for that.
Okay.
If you start messing around with it, you could
Okay.
potentially cause problems. This wire is rated for 20 amps that I have here, just for our own safety. We don't want to burn the house down today. And I've put in the 20 amp fuse. And it's the same as a 20 amp breaker too. The only difference is I can change it as quick as a light bulb instead of flipping it on and off. We've still got everything else set up, and I'm going to go ahead and turn everything on again, and we'll see how that works.
All right.
Extension cords are simply to extend a circuit from a light or alarm clock. What the mistake that people make often is they don't understand that this can only handle so much. So your fuse or breaker is protecting the house wire, not your extension cords.
Okay.
And that's a problem. The fuse is still allowing power to flow. This is still getting hot, and it's going to continue to get even hotter. And this is a brand new extension cord. If this cord was older, there's a possibility that it would actually catch fire at this point.
Right. And so now, yeah, that's really hot. So now, if someone were to blow this 20 amp fuse and go to a 30 amp, that would be a critical situation for that extension cord, correct?
That's right. I can't believe every time I find it how often it really happens, and it really is scary. What I have here is a thermometer, and it'll actually tell us what the temperature of the wire is right now. And as you can see there, it's just about 200 degrees.
Wow.
And this is a typical situation. I mean, we don't have a ton of stuff here. You've got your teapot, your coffee pot, and your toaster. That's a very likely scenario in an older house.
Okay, we can start to smell this extension cord now. I think we better just turn this off.
That's a good idea.
And
I'm glad you did that, John, because I tell you,
you didn't want to get a shock, and you just let me try and do it.
I didn't want my insurance to go up.
Well, anyway, John, this is a very helpful scenario here I mean, kids shouldn't try it at home or anything like that, but
No, absolutely not. I mean, this is strictly for demonstration purposes, just to try to, I'm a visual person myself, so I like to try to see and touch and all that, what's going on. So I'm hoping that homeowners will get a little bit better understanding of what is going on behind the scenes with their electric.
right, and it's a really very good safety tip, and we appreciate you being on the show and showing this to us today.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you, John.